Welcome Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, Anime Review episode number 5. This reviewing just episodes 21 and 22, the first two episodes of technically the fourth arc of the anime, which is called Akudol Kuromu-chan arc. Yes. The first two episodes feel like pretty much it's a two-parter. It covers only about 4 chapters in the manga. It covers chapters 40, that's where it starts, and it concludes with chapter 43. And that's it. Yeah, in this particular two-parter, we revealed that Cecile, who is the shy classmate who's occasionally popped up in the series, where, at this point anyways, where we find out she's actually an idol. Yes, she's an idol. Wears a disguise, basically a wig, and we see her in concert, and apparently Kuromu had never really heard of this particular idol before because he from the way the series progresses, it seems like he's not been in another one very long. I'd say maybe about 2 or 3 months, I'd say. But it doesn't seem like, though, that throughout this whole season, doesn't seem like that much time passes by. So we see her take off her wig and, reveals that she is that. And then, of course, we also see, around the same period of time, we see Mr. Class about this Arthur class. Of course, he's just not showing up yet. Where the heck he is, don't know. And then, of course, Kuruma is summoned to the broadcasting office, and he's asked to come there. And, of course, Azzy and Claire just happen to come with him. And it's shown in the flashback that they were, and of course, later on we do see them at the concert. And then, of course, basically we see that they were given tickets to this thing by the broadcasting battle group, and it's basically them as a thank you for allowing them the grand prize, because of course they're offered to basically do the concert. Okay, perfectly fine. They go there, and then of course, I think it's like during like the break or whatever. Because apparently it's like a 24-hour live stream, I think this is, or at least a concert. Maybe the next day, I'm not sure. Because Iruma is basically asked to go visit the idol. And throughout the conversation, he actually finds out that this is actually his classmate. How? Her hands. Because apparently she just does this, basically makes fists, and she puts her thumbs inside of her hands very nervously. And he saw the fact that she did it on stage. And, of course, the glasses also a giveaway. Obviously, also with the ice, which I thought was quite funny. Yes. And it's all about him not saying as much as she is because she's an idol. So, because of a comment that he makes, because of that particular comment, she starts basically passing out. Of course, you see that apparently if she uses her power too much, she basically passed out here. She gets mad, and then she just faints and gets a fever. And of course, he regrets this happening, so he basically volunteers to make up for the situation. So he basically just recruits his 2 friends to pose as, put them in women's clothes. And of course, they have this little funny skit at the end of the second part, where it shows that how they got in their costumes, where apparently he does not know how to put this thing on because it's women's clothing. And of course, he puts it on, and he sees like, by the way, when he puts this outfit, he's like the spitting image of his mom, who is a beautiful woman. And basically their house is a house of lust. Oh, and here's a little fun fact for you. Guess how many male characters I've seen with pink hair? 2. Yes, 2. Of all the anime watch, pink hair is not that common as you think it is. Not really, no. A lot of anime I've seen, typically, a lot of the time, usually the guy's hairs in Japanese anime tend to be blonde. I would say brunette, raven hair, basically the standard colors. But the other colors, I've seen also redheads. I've seen ones with blue hair. But also, yes, even ones with green hair. But ones with pink hair, it's not very common per se. Not really, no. So, puts in the attire, of course, she puts on a show. And of course, Kuromu, of course, if you know the flashback, that her family stopped by. Basically, her parent, her mother, her grandmother, which apparently it's revealed that her grandmother basically kind of introduces the world of idols. So, They apparently healed her, and of course they had to go back home because that's the only way they can cheer on from their home. And in case you're wondering, no, that's not a play on quarantine. It's just basically how the family works because of their icy attitudes. And apparently, if they show any amounts of emotion, they pretty much pass out. Apparently, it's type of demons they are, which is kind of strange. I mean, you ever heard of an ice demon where apparently, like, if they get happy, or at least angry, that they pass out? I get the fact getting over emotional, but that's just a bit overdoing it. Now, in case you're wondering, it's not the first time a demon, or at least type of other monsters in the franchise that I've seen like this, where they have ice powers. The only woman I've seen anime have ice powers was actually a character who was a snow woman from the series Rosario Plus Vampire, where there was a snow woman in there, and she technically was a monster. Here is a demon ice powers. Okay. So they formed the concert, and it's a big success. And of course, they're wondering who the heck these three new girls are. And by the way, Amari is at the concert. She gets a ticket to the concert because her father just happens to have a ticket to it because the Demon Board security were asked to security, and apparently she's a big fan of this particular singer who just happens to be one of her classmates. Well, not immediate classmate per se, but they go same school. Of course, she doesn't know this. And from what I read, she never finds out because Iruma is the only one who goes to school. He's the only one who knows the secret. And he has these little, these light batons, kind of basically shows up with the glow sticks. Because they look like freaking light tubes that are pretty much like glow sticks. That's very popular. And, let's see, is anything else? Not really, per se. Basically, what I just described over the course of each episode is pretty much what happened. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not really. But it's interesting, you probably would think, oh yeah, by the way, very next day of the school, we see Kuromu, where she basically is reading a newspaper from her concert. Almost accidentally calls her by her stage name in the classroom, and first changes it to her real name, and threatens him if he dares tell anybody her idol name, she'll kill him. Which she probably could do that. And well, there's also this funny thing of Claire trying to eat the newspaper, which is so funny. Yes, Claire eating a newspaper because it's Claire. What do you expect? Yep. But not much else to say about this. Oh yeah, by the way, before I end it here, basically these two we have is where Cecile and Iruma become friends, and that's it. Yes, and she becomes another one of the collection of women of the series who has a crush on Iruma. Yep, there's at least two been confirmed in the series. I'm not going to get into who they are yet, but two definitely have been confirmed to have feelings for him. There have been at least 3 women crushes on him, but 2 definitely confirmed they have feelings for him because a lot of ladies find the male attractive. And I'm like, dude, you have a whole bunch of women in love with you, and yet you can't just take them all. Of course, one of them happens to be the daughter of somebody very important. It's interesting, though, that 2 people he knows are kids of one of the kids of 13 Heroes. Though it's like Claire's father, who has never been seen in the series, mind you, her beautiful mom has. But yeah. But not much to say about these 2 episodes. They're good. Okay, so that's episode review, and that's definitely going to be it for videos tonight. So tomorrow, I'm going to finish up what I'm going to do for this particular series for a moment, basically discussing 2 more episodes, take a break, head back to Sun Vulcan, and finish that up. And eventually, I will head back to the series to pretty much finish up the remaining episodes of this series, which after tomorrow will be down to 20 episodes left to go. Right now, it's roughly 22. Yep. That's good. Yep. So, not much else to say about it. It's good. Okay, so, see you so tomorrow for my last view for now for this particular anime. Yep. Well, basically taking a break from it. Yep. And also resuming watching Super Sentai tomorrow, okay? Next video. Bye.